Alright, let's go back to our game board. Whoop. Not make that quite so big, but that's fine. And make an array of these. These are the card movie clips right here. It's an instance of MC Card if you look in the property tab. And we'll just copy that and paste it just like we did when we were putting the drawing objects in the first time. I'll just tighten that up a little bit like so, and use my align tools again just to space things out nice and neat. And now that I have that, I will just control copy the whole set of them and drop them in over here at more or less regular intervals. Just to make things nice and square, I'll select this front group, distribute them horizontally, and then select each row. And because here we see the one that was distributed is a bit lower down, I'll align these to the bottom to bring the other ones in line with it. Do the same thing with this row, and this row should be fine there. So now we have a perfect square, or we ought to, but apparently we don't quite have a perfect square. I'm not going to question it. I guess my spaces in here are just happen to be a little bit bigger on the width apparently. It's a 2 pixel difference, so I don't think anyone will ever notice. Let's have a look and see how that game board looks on the game screen. Yep, that looks fine. So now we have on the stage, let's just go back to scene 1 here. I've managed to kick out my timeline. So let's go to window and see if I can get that back. Timeline. I'm not entirely sure what I did to get rid of it, but you just go to the window tab to bring these things back. So here we go. On the main stage, on our game screen layer, is sitting our movie clip game screen. And inside the movie clip game screen, we have our drawing object of the gradient, and our movie clip of the memory logo, and of course the movie clip of the game board. In the movie clip game board, we have this array of movie clip card. And if you look inside the movie clip card, we have 2 layers, movie clip front side and movie clip back side. Now this is pretty boring, the front side and the back side. And what we're going to do, instead of having our cards just be gray and red, is we're going to make them a bit more interesting. Let's go first to the back side here, and you notice that this is a movie clip MC back of card. So let's go right into that movie clip and bring in something that's more interesting to look at. I'll use import to library, and we'll grab this bitmap here, cat5 BMP. It's pretty massive, goes into the library. Let's drag it onto the stage, and we can see that, yeah, that's pretty huge. Our drawing object here was 80 by 80, so we've managed to bring in a square image here, which makes our lives a bit easier. Let's just hit the lock button so that it'll keep the aspect ratio, that's the relationship between the width and the height, to be the same, and we'll just make it 80. And that ought to make it 80 by 80, but where has it put it? Let's zoom, show all, and it's just up above a little bit there where the top corner was. Okay, let's bring it back. We were at 100%, let's go to 200%, and let's just grab that image and move it over to, I guess first I'll delete this drawing object because we won't be able to see it at all. It's just sort of wasting space and time. And I'll grab this bitmap, and I'm actually going to convert that to a symbol, and I'm going to call this cat5, MC cat5. MC cat5, because that is a cat5 cable, a network cable often used for sort of internet networking. Now, while we're still in back of card, don't go into that MC cat5, but while we're at back of card, I'm just going to move that over to 0 by 0 where our red drawing object box was. Okay, now if we go back to MC card, what we should see here is that we have the gray card that flips over to be this cat5 card, and then that flips over to be our gray card again. So our gray card, we'll do the same thing. Double click on that instance of MC front card. There we go, popped in there. We have another drawing object. Let's import something that's cooler to look at. Import to library. You use your Cat5 cable usually to connect to the internet, so let's grab some internet application icons. I hope no one thinks that this is some sort of commercial use of these symbols, because I don't want to get sued, and this is just an educational video. I'm just using these because they sort of fit the theme of internet services. This one looks pretty good. It's a little bit smaller than our old drawing object, but it has a white background, so let's do something nice and easy. Click on our drawing object here, set its color to white, and then just drag this over top. If we're clever, we can look at the fact that this is 76 by 76 and our total movie clip is 80 by 80, and see that we're going to want 4 pixels of space in total for the edge, 2 pixels on either side, and instead of moving this to 0 by 0, we'll move it to 2 by 2. And it'll be perfectly centered in there. It's kind of hard to see with my white background that there is a white square there, but if we go back into MC Card, you see the blue bounding box and the little Firefox he flips over, and then you see the Cat5 on the back, and the little Firefox comes back up again. So now we've effectively made this from a card that was just a random card to a card with a Cat5 on the back and a Firefox on the front. So let's rename that right in the library there to MC Fox card. Okay, well, we'll just call it Firefox. Firefox card. That's great. Okay, now let's duplicate that. Right click right on that in the library and hit duplicate, and we'll do one for an MC Safari card because I'm not PC only. Take the copy off, and I will duplicate it once more, and we'll call it the MC Chrome card, because I don't want anyone to think that I'm promoting one type of internet browser. I'm going to go with 3 different kinds. Now let's go inside this MC Chrome card here, double click on it in the library, so we're looking at the MC Chrome card, and if I look at this instance of MC front of card, I see that I have a little bit of a problem, because I don't want that to be the front of all of my cards. So let's do it again in the library, look for MC front of card, right there, and rename that to MC Firefox front. Why not? Rename MC Firefox front. Great. That's a mouthful, but no worries. Now if I look in the MC Firefox card, double click on that in the library, look at the title bar, I am in MC Firefox card, click on that, and it says it's an instance of MC Firefox front. Automatically changed its name. How convenient. Now we go again to the MC Chrome card, double click on that, and if we look in the title bar, MC Chrome card is a duplicate of MC Firefox card, so it uses MC Firefox front. Let us hit the new symbol icon at the bottom of the library and make MC Chrome front. Okay, and that's going to require us to import yet another import to library, yet another one of these images. This time let's use a GIF. That's a Chrome GIF there. I'll throw that up on here, and this is also smaller than 80 by 80, but let's see if it can handle being sized up a little bit. It's 35 by 35. I'll keep the lock on and see if I can get it to go up to 75 by 75. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look too hideous. Grab that again, and 75 by 75, we will want it at 2.5 by 2.5. Is that right? Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, and just to make sure that our cards have the right bounding boxes on them, we'll use our rectangle tool, draw another white box that's 80 by 80, and make sure that it sits at 0 by 0.